Hello, scholars. Today we are going to talk about how some nonfiction books have illustrations and how some have photographs. Let's go ahead and review the differences between illustrations and photographs. An illustration is a picture or a drawing. Sometimes it is an example used to explain or prove something. So here I have an illustration or drawings of different kinds of animals you see on a farm. Here is another illustration. In this illustration, it's explaining something to us. It's explaining each step of how to properly wash our hands. I'm looking at number one here. It says number one, and it's showing me what the first step is. It's explaining that to me. Number two, they're explaining how to lather up with soap. Number three, they're showing me a timer to just explain that I need to scrub for at least 20 seconds. Number four, remember to scrub in between your fingers, under the nails, and up wrists. Number five, it looks like they want me to rinse the soap completely off with clean water. The illustration is showing me that. And number six, drying my hands completely on a towel. So that is one way that an illustration or drawings help us out. Now, in our nonfiction books, an illustration can look like a picture of an animal. Here in the story, All Pigs Are Beautiful, the illustrator draws pictures of the different types of pigs. In Elephant Swim, last week we saw all of the different animals that were illustrated inside the book. And in Chickens Aren't the Only Ones, we saw different drawings of different animals, like the ostrich and their different eggs. All of these books had illustrations, they had drawings of what the author was talking about. A picture is made using a camera of real life people, like my scholars here in the picture. Places, like these two places that Mrs. Sneller saw on her vacation over the summer. Animals, like Rooney and Peppa, Mrs. Sneller and Mrs. Sua's dogs. Or things, a yummy, yummy lunch. Now, photographs in nonfiction books can look like the cats in Big Cats, Little Cats. Here is a real picture of a real lion hiding in a tree. During our America unit, we saw photographs in our nonfiction text about who can vote. Here is a photograph explaining who can vote. And here in our last picture, in I Love Earth, we saw photographs of real places in the world. Today's books are A Fruit is a Suitcase for Seeds and How Do Plants Grow? I want you to think back to Wednesday's lesson. Take a look at the covers. I want you to think what you already know about photographs and illustrations. And I want you to think, in one of these books, let's look at this one first. In A Fruit is a Suitcase for Seeds, am I going to see illustrations or am I going to see photographs? And in this story here, How Do Plants Grow? Am I going to see illustrations or am I going to see photographs? Go ahead and think of it first. I want you to think about that question while you listen to the read aloud. In today's reader's notebook, you are going to have a chance to write this complete sentence. I'm providing an example here. In A Fruit is a Suitcase for Seeds, there are blank. Blank. Illustrations or photographs. In A Fruit is a Suitcase for Seeds, there are blank. Choose one of these, think about what you see, and write your complete sentence. If you choose to write about how do plants grow, your sentence will look like this. In How Do Plants Grow, there are blank. There are illustrations or there are photographs. You are welcome to do both. If you would like to write a sentence about a fruit is a suitcase for seeds and how do plants grow, you are more than welcome to. Now, scholars, remember, always start a sentence with a capital letter. Leave a finger space in between each word. And make sure you always add punctuation to the end of a sentence. A period is for telling, if you're just sharing information. An exclamation mark is for yelling, if you're very excited or shouting or sharing something that is more than just telling, you will add an exclamation mark. Or a question mark at the end is for asking. Are you asking a question? I don't think you'll need that today for this assignment. But remember, these are our hints for what punctuation to use. All right, scholars, happy reading, happy writing.